Over here, gosh. Oh, I thought you were calling me. You said dummy, so.
Meow meow.
A meow meow.
Hey, oh, there you are. What? Here. Want some foods?
Alright, good evening and welcome. We're gonna start off tonight by picking on some cyber nerds. Oh, right, I have to do this.
I guess you're just down here. Enjoy your orange egg.
Alright, battery. So, the taser cannon drone gets 2 shots, and then I guess does nothing else? That's gonna be interesting to find out. I was hoping at least you could give it a second ammo, but looks like no. So we're gonna find out what happens there. We're gonna go pick on some cyber nerds. Oh, what was the pistol? Was it the SOCOM? That one. That one. This guy's gonna carry an extra battery around for taser bot. Do we not have any buckshot? Is that a thing I've forgotten to buy? Cannon. Have it, it's just not available. Got it. Alright, let's shift that around so the trauma pack's easier to access. Ben's getting pretty strong. Not quite strong enough to carry the ammo and a refill, but the minigun doesn't really need you to carry around an extra. Alright, I'm gonna let the Orange Menace out of the basement. I'm nerd, get out. Oh. Alrighty. So, let's set Blackbird up with some ammo and some extra grenades. I think the nail gun could be fun for somebody to use. Hey Joe, it goes okay. I'm just very tired. high explosive, and trauma pack. Joe's all set up with her cannon. I think Skeletor would appreciate using a giant nail gun on people. Seems like something they would appreciate. Okay, and some people have stun guns. Should be good. Let's go pick on some cyber nerds. Fast forward is done. M16. Found a rogue Cyberweb scientist who's has a hideout deep in the bowels of the city. We should apprehend them. Okay. This is the edge of the map. We do have our taser drone, who's very inaccurate, so that'll be interesting. How are you doing today, Joe? There's the nerd. Not quite enough time units to just minigun in his general direction. Now, the cyber nerds are rather sturdy, so this shouldn't kill him. Okay. We'll have Joe wander out this way. Yeah. Ayla got her roller skating rink up, and it's running, but, they need staffing help right now, and they can't afford to pay anyone. So I'm helping, and I'm tired now. I might be a little extra grumpy. Rah, rah, rah. So I hope there's nothing back here, because there's no fucking doors. Nope. If I want anything from the snack bar, I'm actually paying to work there. That's not a real full snack bar, it's just a bunch of stuff that they bought. No, don't kill him. Okay, I guess you can kill him now. if we need to. And I'm happy to help, I'm just tired. Alright, we're going to shoot this guy. There we go. Again, I hope there's nothing back here, because I don't know that I have a way to get through that wall. Because the cannon doesn't seem to want to do it. Okay, we've freed the wall. So we can go check back there now. Okay. Now we take Ben and get Ben over there to do medical. There was, in fact, something back there, with no way to access it. Hate it when the maps do that. I was going to give that guy medical and I forgot, so we'll do that in a second. So that guy died. I don't think we're going to capture them alive. Huh, weird that. Okay, you go here. I guess we'll have Mini Fridge come back this way. Maybe we can take a robot alive at least. Oh, King Banhammer's dead. We're gonna need to actually spend some money and pick up new armored vests. Nope. I don't actually want to rebuild microwave or mini fridge again, so I'm just gonna blow that up. Okay, drop the taser ammo. You go pick it up. What the hell did I put it? I guess next turn we'll reload. That's fine. We'll try and take the robot alive. There's no time limit on this map, so... Only time limit is trying to not get murdered. Uh-huh. How many of those little bots were trapped back there? Yes. There's another one trapped back there. Okay. It's ridiculous how many flying bots are stuck back here. It's an uncalled for game. Okay, we lost King Banhammer, but everybody else survived. Microwave even gained a couple stats. Technomad Corpse ionizers. Cyberweb batteries. And Robos turrets. Advanced robotics prerequisite. Unlocked by a whole bunch of things. So capturing a robo turret alive leads to drone bays. That's cool. So that one was actually big to catch alive. If we look at the Robosphere, this one just leads to a grav module, which is cool, leads to flying drones. Robosphere. Let's see if... Uh-oh. Robosphere. So this one, all you get is disassemble, or you learn how to disassemble them, and we get the micrograv modules. That's fine. Gonna train all the rats up. Sectoid. Autopsy reveals vestigial digestive organs and a simple structure. The brain and eyes are very well developed. The structure suggests genetic alteration or mutation. The small mouth and nose appear to have little function. The webbing between the fingers and the flat feet suggest aquatic origins. 0 reproductive organs and no clues. as to how this species reproduces. Alien biology. The alien biology leads to actually getting a alien containment up. So that's actually pretty important. I'm going to put 15 scientists on that. And we're going to do aquaplastics. Put 5 scientists on that. And then I'm going to just burn through the research on these corpses. Exalt operations. We now have enough data to uncover some channels to the ruling elite of Exalt. They're rich men with well-protected identities, but sometimes we can pinpoint a hideout or a gathering point. We will not bother with safe houses. The council salvagers will deal with those instead. Mongorn Anzug. Mongorn hides can be turned into this soft leather suit, which are resilient and stylish. Unique and poorly understood properties of this material make agents who wear it even bolder and more collected. Bravery and throwing for some reason. But importantly, it is undercover suits. So I'm going to make like 14 of them and then send them to each base. We were able to afford 5 more scientists, so you guys can start work on the acid ammo. Untangling the red tape, the VSS Ventures. This one's an interesting sniper rifle. It has auto-fire. And its power is low, but if you have high reactions, it does more damage. Splinter the Rat, Bepsis. Heavy nail gun acquisition. Lorraine and Jane. Those are all rats. Money prize. A recognition of excellent results achieved by your organization. Earth has awarded you $200,000 US. This makes some people uneasy. Well, those people are jerks. We are going to send over these. I'm not going to send over anybody. Never mind, excuse me. Deep One Spear. A spear much like those used by human cultures, made of an unknown hardened plastic material, exceptionally sharp and nearly impossible to break. M60, famous U.S. machine gun, used since the Vietnam War, recently being phased out in favor of lighter SAWs. Asmodean Cobra Autopsy. The snake's genetic composition places it somewhere near the king cobra, but some parts of it are artificial, which likely affects the creature's behavior and certain anatomical features, such as an abnormally large and complex venom gland. The anatomy is fairly standard and indicates a swift hunter. MG3. The Rheinmetall MG3 is a general-purpose machine gun chambered in the 7.62x51 NATO rounds, in service with the German Bundeswehr. Design is derived from the famous World War-era MG42 machine gun. Effective at long range. Shambler Raider. Adapted to the cold temperatures, shamblers roam ice fields and mountain glaciers, feeding on any meat they encounter, including humans. Their origins are uncertain, but they probably come from some distant past and were recently reawakened. Their sudden cosmopolitan distribution suggests deliberate action. Needless to say, they're dangerous in close encounters. Explosives fare poorly against shamblers. They take half explosive damage. Okay, there we go. Deep ones bring gifts. Well, only the car can get there. We'll send Joe and... You know what? Dogman K. And if we go to beach gear, we still only have the dart rifles available. We could technically bring a crossbow, which we'll bring one. Alien language investigation. I did my best to organize and analyze the samples we have. The good news is it is probably a language. I was able to associate some of its symbols with ideas, though without a native speaker, I don't know how accurate this is, and identify some possible grammar structures. Not a linguist, and my experience with this is basic. I suggest you get someone more qualified. I have no idea where we'd find a person like that. We already have one, but it's fine. What we will do is we will go ahead and just do the alien language. Alright, Joe has the dart gun, and Dogman will take the crossbow. Well, that's far more effective. We just need to wait till turn 6 before we kill all of them. Buddy, I need you to fall over. There you go. I say it's far more effective, and then he immediately goes to prove me wrong. Alright, deep ones have come ashore. Even so, that still felt more effective than the other ammo. I'm pretty sure that guy didn't have a gun. I don't know about that guy. I don't want Joe to get shotgunned. Okay, we avoided that fate. Joe's gonna go steal his crossbow. I was hoping he had a shotgun. Hi there, Hero Logic. More crossbow. Alright, game decided crossbows were the way to go for this mission. There should just be one more deep one. buddy, you fucked that up. Dogmen might die here. Did not die. My dude. There we go. Enemies killed 4, live enemies captured, which is the disciple and priest. No aquarium found, the fish has died. Incapacitator, Infiltrator, Night Owl, Bane of Church of Dagon, Correctional Officer, Overwatcher, Katana, two-handed melee weapon, modeled after traditional Japanese swords, but made with the latest material technology. Could end up doing some significant damage. Chupacabra. This organism is clearly alien, possessing many features unknown to Earth. It has an exoskeleton, like our invertebrates, but has neural and cardiovascular structures more analogous to large mammals. Chupacabra have simple eyes. Their morphology and chemistry suggest fast-moving predator, with sharp claws and a whip-like tail. External shell provides some resistance. Alright. And Zugs are done. We'll make the cattle prods. Gun to lurk. Listen to Joe Abercrombie, Best Served Cold. Enjoy. The alien biology to be able to get the containment setter is going to take a little while. Infectors are fat zombies who have, through an energy-rich diet consisting of other zombies, undergone significant physiological transformations. They are faster and better coordinated than their brethren and pose a greater risk. The parasite uses its new high-energy environment to multiply, and the resulting offspring is implanted into living people, turning them into basic zombies. Its lifespan is also longer. They are breeding, Zombie Report. Affects game progression and unlocks the magma message. The magma message unlocks a rather difficult mission. So we'll queue it up, but we'll hold off on it. Wakizashi. Feudal to Japan, Wakizashi was carried along with a katana as a complementary weapon. It's mostly used today as a katana light, sharing many of its strengths, but more comfortable to handle and carry. Not very efficient when used by amateurs. Strange life form. Alright, that's the helicopter. Off you guys go. Have fun. Yeah, it should be fine. Let's spread them out. Yeet this that way. Alright, well, somebody was almost eaten. Okay, somebody was eaten. And it looks like it may just be a couple of spiders. First law? No. I've read the Wizard's First Rule. That was a big book. I do not love spiders. I understand they are necessary, and will not actively hurt them, but I do not love spiders. So, the bros marching around in the Enforcer armor, the reason we spent the extra money on it is it does have better night optics. So instead of 9 night vision, the XCOM bros have 12 night vision, which helps. Alright, XCOM was called to deal with 2 spiders. Well done. Giant Spider Queen. This spider is not only much bigger than average, but has a more complex brain. It's difficult to estimate its mental strength from dissection alone. Otherwise, it's similar to the small ones. Fast, vicious, and horrifying. Only 10 times more so. Alien language. Aliens employ a form of written language to communicate with their followers. This language uses symbols arranged in accordance to a simple grammar system to form short messages. At this point, we cannot say whether the aliens use this language to communicate between each other, but perhaps we can learn more. Okay, that was all we had for that at the moment. So, we're going to dump more people into the biology. And they're going to figure out how to load acid into the dark rounds. What was this? Strange life form? Have fun. A small settlement was massacred. Alright. Skeletor is going to continue to use his new nail gun. Small settlement was massacred, and wouldn't you know it, it was zombies. You can just come over here. We'll put that down next turn. Now, the mission full of zombies for the settlement massacred can be an absolute nightmare. So there will be potentially up to like 30 zombies. Hey there, Risa. We're just gonna have Ben mow down the entire line of zombies there. In some cases, yes. In other cases, we have gotten overwhelmed by them in the past. It depends on how many of them come at us how quickly. In this case, we have a choke point, and we're not in the middle. Last time we tried to do this, we ended up in kind of the middle of the map, and we were so surrounded that we were just overwhelmed and had to flee. Huh. Okay. Fool, welcome back. I'm tired today. I got done at the rink where I DJ'd for the first time in 15 years, basically. And I'm reminded that hours on my feet inside of roller skates takes its toll. I was expecting the zombies to try and flank, which is why we put our shotgun bro on that side. And then he turned and started going the wrong way. You're facing this way. That's your direction. Sure, I can roll with it, you know. Yes. The DJ being, well, not only are you the DJ, but you're also the floor manager, or the floor guard. So, it's actually the opposite of a safety concern, because I'm actually making sure that the floor is staying safe. And being on skates allows me to respond to any issues that happen quickly. It's not required that you be on skates, but it helps. Also, it helps the other skaters know that someone's out there. Like, I'm highly visible skating. I skate with a pair of wrist guards, so even were I to trip and fall, I'm still protected. When Ayla skates, she skates with helmets, wrist guards, knee pads, and elbow pads. This is what I meant by the zombies overwhelming. Well, the equipment stays in the DJ booth. So, I pick out songs, cue them up, set them to play, and then skate, come back, do it again. Generally, I will only stay out on the floor for 1 or 2 songs, and then go and queue up more songs. We also take requests and stuff, so I don't plan out the whole session ahead of time. It's just... The skating DJ is a really fun image. It's my answer to that. Ben is going to get an awful lot of jungle mower from this. Skeletor's weapon is not very accurate, but it has a different weapon profile than other weapons. So most guns that we have access to right now do kinetic damage. Skeletor's heavy nail gun does cutting damage, and enemies can be more or less resistant to different types of damage. So it can be nice to have varied forms of death dealing available to you. And early on, there's just not that much variety in terms of what you can shoot. Okay, Ben is going to go grab another ammo pack. We've actually burned through a lot of ammo on this mission already. Not just the minigun, but we've also gone through a fair amount of other ammo. We can actually get Mini Fridge some experience there. And that's fine, that is what the ammo is there for. I don't know what zombie he killed, but he killed a zombie. Kinetic and cutting do similar damage amounts to zombies, so it doesn't make a difference for zombies using guns or a nail gun. But if we were fighting people with Kevlar vests, for example, the kinetic weapons would do less damage, and the cutting weapon would do full damage. We have not even moved away from our ship yet. Fuck, he's got the wrong ammo. He's got ammo for a CAWS, not a shotgun. So both of those bros need to go and grab new ammo. Nice. Alright, you are going to pick up a Mag 10. And you're going to go pick up a CAWS. Skeletor has one reload left for their gun. Please don't shoot our agents in the back of the head. The greatest fool is not bulletproof yet. So we don't have to go far. Zombies are aggressive to anything they can sense. And they have like 20 sense. Which means they at least 20 cents. I don't know for certain. I'm making up numbers on the spot. But what that does mean is that essentially, if you get within range of them, they should become aggressive and move towards you. That's absolutely why I did it. You could say you're being punished for the puns. Okay. 32 zombies. Ow. 28 of them were killed, 4 were taken alive-ish. 324 points. We actually went through quite a bit of ammo. Correctional officer for Ben for knocking people out. Officer Zenigata there. Ice Cold Killer. Lucky. He got his 10th Lucky Award. Exterminator. Killing at least 11 enemies on a single mission. Why do we even have other agents on the payroll? Executioner. Killing at least 5 enemies on a mission. Bane of Zombies' 2nd award. Didn't actually gain any jungle mower, which is interesting. Artificial People Riot in Beijing. Okay, we can actually do this one. And this time we have the weaponry to do it. Last time we tried this, we didn't have the proper weaponry to do it. Strong, independent woman. Excellent. That's what we promote around here. I think. Alright, Ripflex is going to take... what? Ripflex is going to take the KSM shotgun. They have killed extraterrestrials, and living mannequins will be no different. They're only going to use the KSM until we get a bigger shotgun. The funds and the income are too low. The maintenance is too high. Missing funds, $200,000. Well, let's do this mission and see where we are after that. I can come up with that. Not easily, but I have the ability to do it. Alright, you come down here. So we have the counter-terrorists. And the artificial people rioting. Interesting, he can't shoot it anymore. It's a bit awkward. You can tell that they're artificial people because they have glowing red eyes. It's a sign of a problem. Okay, I didn't do that. That was all them. Well, they knocked one of them out. I mean, I would love to take one of them alive for research reasons. Mooseman doing a good job of ruining their day. Also ruining my day because they hit Fastcord, who managed to not die, which is a huge achievement for being hit with a back in heavy machine gun. We'll take the win where we can get it. Bro missed completely. Alright, it was kind of a long shot. Oh, hi. Okay, Ripflex has turned one of them into a robot, which opens us up to be able to do that. And Ripflex has been hit in the back with a giant heckin' nail gun. We're doing great here. Alright, Skeletor took one of the shots to the back of the head, didn't care. Gave a solid meh to being hit in the back with a nail gun. Where did I put my little robot? Little roboty. Microwave. We're going to have Microwave watch over this one so that we can try and take one of them alive. Oh! Alright, Fazgort's got a trauma kit for Ripflex. Ripflex is a little less traumatized. Still traumatized, but a little less traumatized. Let's see if we can't take out this robot. Well, I mean, not like that. So if you right-click when firing, it skips the animation for the rest of the shots. Or rest of that shot. So on a gun like the heavy machine gun, you have to fire several times, or you have to right-click several times, but you will end up skipping the animation at least. Yes. Alright, I'd rather try and kill this one. Come on, man. The van is not that big. Turns out, minigun works pretty well. Alright, Mr. Mooseman is going to go ahead and grab a med kit and go and try and save a life. KSM AP shots seem to work pretty well. All right. The SOCOM definitely not doing enough there. Please don't axe mini fridge. No, that's microwave. Please don't axe microwave. Okay, the cop I went over to assist did not make it. So we'll deal with that in just a second. Microwave managed to not die. This is one of those cases where the damage diversity makes a difference. In, the nail gun doing enough damage to just destroy the robot. That's the wrong person. Excuse me. Gonna bring Blackbird over here, take a look inside there, and keep on walking. The Jarheads are definitely running into a morale. Oh, they killed one. The police are actually holding their own this time. Alright, that's fine. AP shells. Looks like that one's gonna stun out, which is fine. The nail gun does not have the best range, so... yeah. But I'm sure this is gonna work. Or, you know, friendly fire. That's fine. Everything is fine. Is there a better gun I can use for him? Oh, not there. It's crazy how that police officer was just killed by the Jarheads. I think that SWAT guy may have run out of ammunition. Okay, not this turn, but next turn we'll go ahead and minigun at them. So we know of 2 left. I think there's another one in this building. I'm sorry, 3 left, but I was shooting at one of them, so I lost track of what I was doing. Those are not guns I want. I'm not sure what weapon she's using. Wilhelm. Yeah, this dude I think is out of ammo. because he's not shooting at the target. Well, Fastcourt, that was not your intended target. Let's see if Ripflex can't maybe kill them. Nope. Good luck, everyone. Moosemen. No. Just shoot that way and maybe kill them. Or kill Carmelo. Well, I guess that is it's not what I wanted, but it is an outcome. Technically an outcome. Skeletor does not have a medkit. Ripflex has a couple of healing sprays. Why don't we just get Skeletor down here? Skeletor took a Plasma Blast. And is okay-ish now. That man has 4 fatal wounds. Unsure if he'll survive. Camivax now needs to go and find more ammo. Tell me more. Police reinforcements have arrived. Oh, that's good. Oh, the music changed. Let's go. This man did not survive. Ripflex is actually going to go steal this man's gun. The shotgun is not going to be enough to punch through their armor, so we're just going to take his weapon. Mini Fridge is still looking over that one. I want to try and get one of these bros alive. Oh, that was reinforcements. Probably enemy reinforcements this time. Yep. And of course, they arrive with full-time units. I went ahead and loaded because, well, I didn't want Fazgord to die there. So, right now, there's probably just 3 left. If we can kill them before more reinforcements show up, that'd be fabulous. I don't actually know how much this will escalate with police reinforcements and whatnot arriving. So, I would like to end this. Alright, so there are 4 left. Oh, 3 left now. Those 2, and then 1 here. And those 2 can't leave that building until I, like, blow a hole in it or something. A reinforcement alert, but I don't know. I assume it was police reinforcements. Well, that one can escape now. And there's quite a few extra enemies. That's exciting. Carmelo is going to throw the ammo for Mooseman. Hey, the last shot. Alright, now I need Fastcourt to hightail it this way. That was unfortunate. Let's see if Fastcourt can't fix that. There we go. Been doing some work that turn. It appears to be more robots this turn, which sucks because we just got more robots a couple turns ago. And they're even more heavily armed, with machine guns this time. So I'm hoping we get more police reinforcements, because I almost had the robots dealt with. Excuse me, a tank? I feel like that was an escalation. Buddy. Fortunately, the heavy machine gun can put down an armored car. Sometimes. Okay, we need to deal with this one. And then we need to deal with the tank. Ripflex has the medical sprays. Well, that was rude. Alright, I guess Skeletor's dead. We're gonna go ahead and step back a second and... do that, and that way Skeletor's not dead. Okay. 35 enemies killed. 23 corpses recovered. 13 police killed by enemies. 1 police died randomly, and 1 civilian was saved. Apparently none of the jarheads were recoverable, and it's probably because we don't have an aquarium. The alien dies as there's no aquarium. No aquarium found. The fish have died. Death Dealer. Gunner, Jungle Mower. So they're both on their 5th. Technician for Skeletor, using the heavy nail gun. Tase Master for microwave. Alright, if I'm just going to make stuff and sell it, just to make money to offset the cost of my Dude Bros, I think it's going to be either knockout grenades or electric prods. Probably not these. What about Durathread itself? No. You lose money making Durathread. Chem Thrower is the same as knockout grenades. Unlike with pirates, it's very difficult to have your engineers pay for themselves. Exalt search warrant underway in the Falklands Island. I have to go, so we're going to go with Dogman and Joe. This one shouldn't be too bad, even with just 2 people. Alright, we barely covered our monthly. Income is right around the same as maintenance. We got 3,000 points, roughly. So, that's pretty good. Pertinent to your previous inquiries, our investigation of the threat has hit a roadblock. Good news first. We're certain that this is an investigative task force, not a military one. Despite the damage they have inflicted so far, their equipment has been crap, and the size of their task force minimal. Bad news, their international mandate of our enemies is confirmed. The same agents have been observed in wildly divergent locations. See the attachment. What's more is that despite their loadout, they have been able to infiltrate the distribution network. Currently, we believe that a sizable number of our outposts are now compromised. What is more is they know the location of one or more of our most exalted retreats. Worst of all, our friends have proven incompetent, or reticent, or both. They cannot tell us anything of who they actually are, not even a name. Pull back from the safe houses, fortify the distribution centers, prepare for strikes on our estates. The government caught on to Exalt's activity, and the local police force are preparing to storm the neighborhood of their local cell. Take that, walls. Alright, we have successfully wounded Joe. Okay, Dogman is on fire. Yep. That did not feel like proper accuracy there. Alright, we're going to load and try that again. An awful lot of damage just was thrown at Joe. We'll bring Dogman over here and hopefully patch up Joe. 6 fatal wounds, which will require both of our medkits. They basically just hose down Joe with fire, hitting both arms and the chest. But good news is Joe is no longer wounded. Bad news, Joe's going to spend a while in the med bay. Well, Dogman's on fire again. I don't even know what gun he's using. He's using an M14. I could not identify that by the sound. So Dogman has died. Damn it. It is time to flee with Joe. Minus 277 points. So we lost more points than if we hadn't shown up at all. So that's exciting. Cult forward base, Black Lotus. We're going to take an X-Rat. This would be tricky-ish to do. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, these guys, it says they're rookies, but they're the trained rookies that show up. So they're not actually rookies. Amivax with their heavy gun, Skeletor. That's fine. Blackbird is fine. Risa is going to take the minigun. Dogman, you did die. But what that does mean is that there will be a Dogman the Third. I think it's the third, right? Nope, just the second. There might still be a Dogman the Third. Give you Chandaresh. Let's see if we can avoid giving you a Dogman the Third. No rocket launcher for you, but I will give you the... we'll give you the Black Ops LMG. I don't really like it. It's fine. But the reason I don't like it is it's stupid and pedantic of me. I hate the noise it makes. It goes rattle rattle like you're throwing dice at the enemy. And I think that's dumb.
What if you can't jump with the counter? I got like a...
Alright, Arthur is just going to take an SKS for us. And a big medic pack. Alrighty. Let's go take out a cult forward operating base. Did I give anybody knockout grenades? Knockout grenade. Knockout grenade. Blackbird is... I'm going to change up their loadout. They're going to take a grenade launcher just loaded with the blunt rounds. There's a reason for this. In Black Lotus, we're trying to capture the Avatar. The Black Lotus Avatar has a shield. That shield does not protect against blunt rounds. Located a major base of operations of Black Lotus. Heavily defended by numerous and well-equipped troops. There will be a high-ranking officer present. It's during the day. I'm not really pleased with that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to load. We're going to patrol. Then, We're going to go back to base because we've run out of fuel. MIB agent. Individuals seem average at first, but they're trained and equipped to the highest levels possible and beyond. They're also programmed for maximum efficiency, tenacity, and ruthlessness. Do not expect them to break in combat. They seem to undergo some sort of memory wipe or blockade that is hard to break through. Extracting specific information is problematic. Why farmers? There are plenty of other remote denizens out there. Hunters, trail hikers, preppers. So why farmers? Something tells me these extraterrestrials know something about farmers or something more about farmers than we do. Or they like beef. Alright. One thing I want to make sure I attach to the dragonfly is healing gel. We made it, might as well bring it. There we go. Alright, now, that is a high-value target, but it's also somebody that we're just going to... Okay. You see this guy? This is one of the ninjas that likes to just pop out of the nowhere and murder you. Our rat can see them. Oh my god. Those are warriors. This is an actual ninja. I fucked that up so hard. But this is why I bring the rat with us. Why are you guys all pointed at my craft? It's rude. I don't know if that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and see if we can't do a little bit better. Uh-huh. That's why no one likes you. Stop it. They killed Splinter. Bruz. That was not enough. Okay, the best way to deal with him is, in fact, with the blunt round there. God damn it. What if we just do this turn, then? That'll teach him. This is really kind of an awful starting spot. Wilhelm. That's a sturdy fern. There you go. Did not work. He's... Alright. Yeah, I think that this is just going to be one where we go, you know, this was not the right time. Wilhelm. Happens occasionally. The bank... God damn it. Every once in a while, the game will just take $500,000 from you, saying, you needed to host a banquet. I didn't have $500,000. Alien biology. Our preliminary research shows that the aliens have DNA much like ours, but different that we should assume that it's an extraterrestrial in origin, or at least coming from an inconceivable depth of time. Moreover, certain fragments have been added artificially and probably extracted from Earth. This likely helps them adapt to our environment. It's either short-term or incomplete. They are dependent on pre-processed nutrients with poor immunity. Aliens cannot survive on Earth for long, therefore special arrangements must be made. Aquaplastics. Alien submarines and structures utilize an incredibly strong, flexible, and durable material for the majority of their construction. Aquaplastics are complex, multi-bonded, and ZR-byte catalyzed materials. Dense yet light, the substance has strength above even titanium or Kevlar. Its manufacturing process is mostly organic, and we do not have the infrastructure to produce it. Acid rifle, dart rifle acid ammunition. Not that I have the money. Game. Alien engineering. Alien devices used by humans, such as cultists, are made with widely available electronics, but according to rules and logic that are different from what we're used to. Such devices obey known laws of physics and operate on principles that begin to make sense once you're familiar with them. Now that we can understand them, we can tinker with them. Alright, you guys, 20 of you, work on alien alloys. Alloys lead to a lot of nonsense. Untangling the red tape. Giant axe. HK G-36. The main battle rifle of the Bundeswehr since 1997. The weapon fires standard NATO ammunition, lighter than a regular NATO rifle, and has advanced sights. I'm a little displeased with the fact that all of my money was taken by the game. Cattle mutilation reported. Those two will go. Good luck. Have fun. But not too much fun. I don't know why my cow exploded. Quit shooting at me. God damn it. Okay. Oh, right. I can't actually buy anything. Tommy gun. Classic weapon is powerful and has long 5-bullet bursts. Giant beetle autopsy. Bigger than is theoretically possible on Earth. Protected by a tough carapace. Veteran agent requisition. Soldier. Drastic measures. As a result of XCOM poor financial performance, the chief accountants introduced some radical cuts, mostly centered around getting rid of superfluous expenses like coffee machines and holiday bonuses. Nobody's happy. Yeah, well, that's somebody's fault for throwing a banquet we couldn't afford. Werecat autopsy. Half human, half feline mutant, has formidable muscles, fangs, and claws. Genetic code official. Cyberweb augmentations. Members of Cyberweb look human, but they are heavily modified with inorganic implants. This includes armor, plating, which protects vital organs, cybernetic replacements for some of these organs, and small brain implants. The augmentations make them resistant to most forms of damage. Game, you're gonna need to give me more missions. Crop circles, yay! FNFAL. Reliable, accurate, and powerful. Not a good choice for a beginner. Jarhead. The Jarhead is a gruesome reminder of the technological savvy of humanity's foes. The mechanical exoskeleton houses a small DK reactor, which powers the cyborg. The brain in the jar is human, and seems to be free of modification. Dangerous lunatic detected in Belgrade. I don't know if we're going to get there in time. Okay, we got there. Local authorities informed us about an extremist and self-styled vigilante who started a terror attack to bring the population's attention to an ongoing secret war, the existence of aliens and other horrors. The details are peculiar, and we expect the extremist can be something inhuman. We must eliminate and kill them, or eliminate them before they kill too many people. Okay. Well, see if Splinter sees anyone. We've got a VIP. And a Cult of the Apocalypse using a chain gun. Cannot hit him from there. Now, I saw the guy blink red, which means he has a red shield. And that was a miss. This is going to be a bit of a massacre for the civvies there. I'm sure they'll be fine. I mean, he only has a chain gun. Alright, let's see if Mooseman can take him down. No line of fire. Well, fix that by firing at it. Okay, didn't quite work. One of those shots just went like this, and I don't know why. Well, eventually we'll get there. He's now on fire. There we go. Enemies killed. He got 2 civilians, but we saved 18. Vast chain gun. Would have been good to take him alive, but I was not going to deal with that. Must approach locals and squeeze them for information. Do what you can to save their lives. Don't expect them to be receptive. If capturing them isn't possible, do what you must. Okay. Hey, we need to talk to you. No. Blam. Come back. I just want to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Do the farmers have anything to teach me right now? They, in fact, do not. I'm going to sell the farmers. Okay, to dig myself out of this financial hole, we are going to sell the... something. May have already sold the something that I'm looking for. I've already sold the something I'm looking for. Alright. In that case, we are going to sell some plasma weaponry that we're not going to need right away. And hopefully the game doesn't just go, oh hey, you got rid of your debt, here's more. Because that would suck. Well, the game also decided to assist. In recognition of the excellent results, you have been awarded $200,000. Now, I've said before, and I'll say it again, I would personally take $200,000. That'd be great. Cyberweb layer located. The game wants me to capture a cyber nerd alive. And we'll do our best. Capturing one of those little flying drones alive would also be good. This is the edge of the map here, and we're in basically the middle otherwise. Are you kidding? Alright. So the reason I'm like... is all of the exits are blocked out to the main part of the area. It's annoying. So I'm going to shoot the wall down with the heavy machine gun. You would think I would have learned to have carried... equipped like a pickaxe or something. I have not. every single door was blocked. It's almost like the cyber nerd didn't want visitors. Weird. And on the other side, there are no goddamn doors. So we're going to have to break that open too. That just, it annoys the hell out of me. Alright, Skeletor and Orhan will go and investigate that direction. Man, it's so annoying. There's at least a door that way. It seems like that may be the last blocked door. Do I have interest in revisiting Mugenics or Quasimorph? I'm going to revisit Quasimorph when it releases into 1.0 at the end of the month. And Mugenics, yes, but I have to be in the right mood for Mugenics. Quasimorph is releasing out of early access here at the end of the month. And I just ended Skeletor where he cannot go. Also. I like Quasimorph quite a bit. I feel like the difficulty escalates pretty harshly. But overall, it's a lot of fun. I'm also interested in the release at the end of the month of the expansion pack for Terra Invicta. I say expansion pack, it's of course not actually an expansion pack because those don't exist anymore. But, yeah. It is still an expansion, I guess. That man does not exist anymore. I got the door wrong. It's the next one that's the door. That man is more flesh than lead by volume. Something like that, yes. Alright. That's not gonna work. Okay, that door is now also open. Skeletor's weapon, again, does the cutting damage, which tends to actually get through robot armor quite a bit more effectively. Robots tend to be very resistant to kinetic, but not very resistant to other forms of damage. Although, if you use enough kinetics, it still works. I think he shot the ceiling. Unfortunately, our bros are going to be in the room, so they're going to get shot at. We're just going to have to trust in our armor. We trusted. It worked. I'm going to bring Camivax over here, and he's actually just going to try and knock the guy out. It worked. There's 3 fatal wounds. We do want to patch him up and take that. Do I have a way to take the drone alive? I do not. Unless... Nope. Alright, bye drone. Alright, let's get Skeletor over here, and... That's not going to heal him. That's not going to heal him. Well, none of those are going to help. Huh. I have certainly made decisions. Run down here, and we will just tag him with healing spray. Arthur has our only actual medkit, apparently. Well, and Dogman. So I sent the 2 with medkits away from the people that needed medkits. And he died. Okay. I think that was all of the Technomads, so we're still not going to capture a live Technomad from this. There's always next time. Give him the old poke. It's kind of like a poke in the eye, but worse. Skeletor, no! Damn it. Well, that was annoying. Hormone regulator. Huh. Okay, I'm going to load before Skeletor died, mainly because if we don't, we end up losing money for doing this mission, and that annoys me. What we're going to do is we're going to run Risa over here. Drop that on the ground. We're going to spray him with some medical goop. And we're going to run Dogman over here and get Dogman to heal. The Technomad. Oh, the Technomad died anyway. Do I even have a way to save the Technomad? I don't think I do. Nope, no way to save the Technomad. That's fine. I'm not going to be mad about it. Alright. Get you all over here. Go, go, go! Well, at least Camivax has managed to do something this mission with his heavy machine gun, other than just damage scenery. While true, damaging scenery was actually quite useful, it feels better to do something more than just that. Okay, there we go. Recovered a hormone regulator. Jungle mower for Risa. Monster for Camivax. I guess he did punch the Cybermad, and then that guy died. So technically, yes, that would be a monster reward. Alien containment. Living aliens are likely to require special habitats to maintain their life systems. This containment facility can keep up to 10 of them alive in self-contained units. Alright, we are going to build an alien containment. There. And by the end of the month, we'll be able to take aliens alive. Genetic analysis suggests that this creature is related to normal Earth life forms, but ancient ones, from around the Cretaceous period. Otherwise, it's fairly standard humanoid, if we can call it that, with all the natural organs you would expect from a depth dweller who can also breathe air. A small electronic device is wedged in its head. Patient 0. Our intelligence managed to intercept a police report mentioning a heavily ill, aggressive individual attacking citizens in a small town near Orlando. Upon further investigation, we identified this person as a victim of the zombie parasite. Zombie acquired. Alright, this is a strange life form. I could hope that it's going to be bats. It's probably not going to be bats. It's not bats. Alright, well, if we stay, they're going to get eaten. So we killed one, showed up, lost 85 points. Technically, it was a 15-point net gain, because if we didn't show up at all, we would have lost 100 points. After a careful examination of Jarhead parts, we concluded that at least some of them are fairly mundane components. Our next step was to check if anyone in particular has been ordering these parts. That work was nightmarish, since there were thousands of companies involved, but in the end we found some leads. We will keep an eye on these and try and follow them, hopefully to the place the Jarheads are made. On a separate note, I found some old documents mentioning a similar creature from the 1950s, an originate from some British organization called UNIT. It may be important. XCOM History UNIT. Cult outpost detected. I need an outpost of Dagon. I'm not getting outposts of Dagon. I guess that's fine. This could still at least get us some money. Strange life form. Probably zombies. That's a fair amount of them. But mostly they have baseball bats. I did not mean to walk him out there because now he's just standing out in the light. So, good luck, Blackbird. Hey, we didn't die. Okay. Does anyone have any flares on them? Yes. Yeet. Kill that one guy. And that guy. Camivax... Interesting. I was going to have Camivax stand up, but apparently on sand it takes more time units to stand up. You know, we'll just take the fire grenade, and we'll use that next turn. Blackbird is going to absolutely nail those two. Alright, Hero Logic is going to come over here. Prime and throw. That guy shot Arthur. Arthur did not return the favor. So the only entrance to this base is over there. So we're just gonna pretend like we know that they're out there. If you're not super familiar with the original XCOM, you may have wondered why I took a 0% shot. It's 0%, yes, but it is also... Okay. 0%. However, it could... Anything past here could also be hit, which would take him with it. So 0% shots don't always mean 0%. Camivax is just going to cut their way through the mountain until they get to their target. No, stop shooting him in the back of the head. You kids and your inability to shoot correctly. I think Blackbird is, in fact, a fantastic grenader. Hero Logic is in danger. Fortunately, not too much danger. Wilhelm. Ready. Money, 9 money briefcases, which is fabulous. It's $900,000 for us. Strange life form, let's go ahead and take the helicopter to give our B team some assistance. Settlement was massacred. Alright, have fun. It's zombies. It's a lot of zombies. It's enough zombies that we may just leave. This team does not have a minigun, and may end up getting overwhelmed pretty quickly. So I'm thinking we just go. Black Lotus Party. High-level meeting between Black Lotus and its sponsors. Good opportunity to round them up and withhold Black Lotus operations while helping our own. The entirety of this mission will take place inside a building. Expect close quarter combat with Black Lotus. I'm sure that'll be fine. Let's grab microwave and rib flex. All right. Armor. We want armored vest. Oh. It's a mansion. But it's not as big of a mansion as the mansion party in Pirates. So, you know, small favors, I guess. Blackbird spawned in the top of the mansion. Oh, that's a lot of doors. Who are you? We'll find out next time. That was a lot of doors, though. Alright. This mission is gonna be a problem. Yeah, I think we're not going to do that party. Exalt Enforcer. Exalt Enforcers are officers in charge of minor operations, ruthlessly efficient, and should not be taken lightly. Some of these cult guys seem to be in the know about what's going on here, stockpiling weapons, having remote bases. It's almost like they're preparing for an apocalypse. You don't say. Commander, at this point, we've infiltrated the cultists deep enough to get a little cheeky. Each cult has to be supplied with stuff that they can't get from a local store, outside of the US, that is. Locating their suppliers shouldn't be too hard if we know where to look. This could lead us to interesting stuff. So there's different weapons that you can get. If you choose to buy it from them, you lose points. If you refuse contact, you can't buy specifically from their dealers, but at the same time, I don't need them. So I'm just going to refuse them. We should gain like 500 points or something. Alien alloys. Alien craft are constructed with special alloys with unique properties, placing them in the titanium class of materials. Previously thought to be theoretical, they are extremely light and durable, can be molded by electromagnetic methods. When desired, they can exhibit shape memory and a super elasticity, while being more durable than most other materials known to science. Basically, a self-healing super alloy. Can be used in many kinds of manufacturing processes. Alien alloy engineering, superconductive circuits, titanium blades. Let's go ahead and put 10 scientists on the alloy engineering. Refuse contact cult arm dealer. You're right. No matter how dire the circumstances, we are a UN agency, not an underworld triad. As focused on our goals, I lost perspective. As you said, any deals with our enemy's suppliers would be dangerous. If I wanted the Osprey, how do I get that? I need Church of Dagon operation, which I have not seen any Dagon folks in quite a while. Need an outpost to spawn game. Alien weapon fires small missiles containing pressurized chemicals. Hormone regulator. Complex biomechanical device which constantly maintains chemical compounds in the blood and supplements additional hormones when needed. More sophisticated than combat drugs, it enhances both performance and combat survivability. Okay. Monsters terrorize Wellington. Only the private car can go. That's gonna be a nightmare. We are going to take Camivex and Ben. I'm going to bring the vast chain gun. I don't have much ammo for it. We're going to bring the mini-me. We're going to bring... the regular minigun. And we'll see what we can do. Assuming we even get there. Industrial accident. An explosion tore apart a cyclone assembly plant in Bogota, causing a lot of casualties amongst the cult and attracting a lot of attention. It's likely that a lot of cyclone went missing. The council's frustrated with us. Bruh. One soldier. Armored spider. This type of spider has extra thick carapace. It's resistant to damage, but also slower. Basically, we just got yelled at by the council because... Okay, I can't get to that, so that's just 600 points I lost. Fenrir wolves are large and aggressive canines. Unlike regular wolves, they are solitary creature, which can be explained by the large amount of food they require. These wolves are mostly seen in cold environments, but are known to wander southwards towards temperate zones. They attack anything they consider to be food, including humans and automobiles. Not numerous, they can be a problem. Illegal trade in Nuima. Alright. Well, that's going to do it for me for tonight. Folks, thank you for hanging out with us for more XCOM files. We'll do the illegal trade when we pick this up. Probably Monday. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the schedule will be for the next couple of days, if I'm needed to volunteer at the rank or not. I'm going to go get some sleep. I appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out, and I hope to see you soon. Paven, Joe, Risa, Dogman, Greater Fool, and anyone else who's out there tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us. I hope to see you next time. I appreciate you, Paven. Have a good evening. You heading out?